What's up, everyone? Welcome to S&J Sports Talk. I'm here with my co-host Stanley.
My brother, man. How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing all right.
S&J Sports Talk.
Yeah, we just want to apologize to y'all, man. We haven't been out here for a minute, but we are back here, man. We are gonna be getting on here at least once a week, at the very least once a week. Be posting clips and stuff throughout the week. Find us real quick on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, all that stuff at S&J Sports Talk, or just search us up on Google. S&J Sports Talk will be out here, man.
Yeah, I saw that on Google, man. You just type in S&J Sports Talk. We the first ones come up.
Yeah, we the first ones
that come up, man.
We up in there. So, yeah, man.
We got some, thumbs up this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on this video.
Subscribe if you haven't already, man.
Yes.
Send us a DM or leave something in the comments if you have a question or a comment or something like that. We always respond, guys, so don't even worry about that. But, yeah, man, we got some good things to talk about today. We got Kyrie, we got the Lakers, man. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about.
It's so much stuff going on right now in the sports world, man. Yep. The football world. We're like halfway through the NFL season. We definitely got to touch on that.
8 weeks left.
8 weeks left?
Still 8 games left.
Man, 8 games left until playoffs. NBA season has gotten past that first little stretch, 10 games. I think everybody's played about 10 games, so that's moving forward.
Kyrie's been suspended, bro.
Kyrie Irving suspended. Oh, man, we definitely got to talk about that situation there. For those of y'all who are baseball fans, the Houston Astros won the World Series. I was rooting for Houston. Y'all heard me say that in the last video because Houston's where, that's where my family comes from. That's where the roots are from, is out there in Texas. So shout out to the Houston Astros. We weren't following the series, so we don't have much to say about it. But congratulations to them out there in Houston. And going on to some NFL talk. As a matter of fact, man, you need to share with them. You actually went to an NFL game this weekend. My man pulled up on an NFL game, not even out here in California. Tell them about where you were at, man.
I was up in New Orleans.
New Orleans. You went out there, man, with some family, and you had a good time out there?
Yeah, I had an excellent time out there, man. It was definitely cool, like, exploring the city or whatnot, man. But the Monday night football game,
Monday night football, man.
It was lit, bro. I mean, everyone was out there, man. It was just a fun experience, all around, man.
Man, that's nice.
All types of different people at the game, man. It was fun, man.
Did you see any fights at the game?
I didn't see
anybody going off?
Nah, I saw some people getting. I mean, they couldn't really get in a fight because it's like the Saints were losing, so it's like you really can't do anything now.
Yeah, and you said there were a lot of So you were at the game in New Orleans, but they were playing Baltimore.
There's a lot of Baltimore fans there, bro.
They showed up.
They showed out.
Man,
they definitely showed out, man. It was cool, man.
How was it watching Lamar Jackson in person play?
So different in person, bro. You see a lot of stuff behind the scenes, bro.
Okay.
So, like, during the commercial or whatnot, you can see players yelling at the coaches, see the coaches yelling at the players. You know what
all
I'm
the stuff you don't see unless the camera show you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when the camera shows you, it's like they're trying to make it.
Yeah. They just show a little clip. Yeah.
Make it a narrative.
But you're seeing all that happen.
Yeah.
Can you at the NFL game? Could you hear from the field? Like if the quarterback's yelling out, can you hear stuff?
Not really. It's so loud in the game. It's so loud in the stadium. Man, we had pretty good seats. We were like pretty low too.
Okay.
It was so loud, bro. Yeah, especially on third downs, bro.
Hey, well, congratulations for going to your first NFL game, man. I've never been to an NFL game.
Gotta go.
I went to a college football game when Deshaun Jackson was playing at Cal Berkeley.
Who's that?
Deshaun Jackson. Did I say Deshaun Jackson? Did I say it wrong?
I don't know who that is, but
Deshaun Jackson. He played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Deshaun Jackson.
I gotta see what that is. I'm young, bro.
Oh man, I'm aging myself right now. I had to make sure I was saying the name right. But Deshaun Jackson, he was playing for the Cal Berkeley, and that was fun. And I've never been to any event where there was that many people as a football game, and that was just college football. So I could only imagine NFL.
Yeah.
But you know what? I thought I had said Deshaun Watson. For a second. I was like, did I say Deshaun Watson? No, I didn't mean to say that. Deshaun Jackson. That's the name. Just had to make sure I was right. But yeah, congratulations on getting there to a Monday night football game, man. That's big stuff, man. That's the big stuff. And then let's see. Moving on to other.
Let's get into it.
Moving on to other news. Do we want to go NFL right now? Do we want to stay on NFL, or do we need to touch on this Kyrie Irving situation? Because this has been the big news going on all week.
Let's touch on the Kyrie right now.
Let's get over to the Kyrie Irving situation. Okay, so let's talk about this.
Let him know what's going on.
I call it the Inquisition. I call it the Inquisition of Kyrie Irving and other athletes who act how he does. They've been on Kyrie Irving since. When did they start getting on Kyrie Irving?
Really, since he didn't take the vaccine.
Really, yeah. Since he didn't take the vaccine, I know there was some stuff with him talking about the flat Earth. Yeah. He's always been an individual who just said, "I'm not gonna let you think for me. I'm gonna think for myself."
It's not gonna be controlled by the media or whatnot.
Yeah. We always knew he had a strong mind. He was a strong-minded individual. When we saw him up there telling Kobe he would beat Kobe one-on-one, we knew he was crazy. We knew his mind was a strong-minded individual. But definitely, he's made the media mad. He's definitely, I think, not only made the media mad, but I think he kind of embarrassed the media in a way. When the media was talking with him, he was kind of like checking them. Like, look, y'all talking some crazy talk, like acting like I'm anti-Semitic. For those of you who don't know, Kyrie Irving posted a link to a movie, a documentary. The documentary is called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. And the documentary, I have not watched it. Have you watched the documentary?
Nah, I haven't. Yeah, I'm going to though.
Yeah, I do plan on watching the documentary.
I heard. I had a few friends who actually watched it. They said you gotta watch it for yourself.
Yeah. So, but from that documentary being posted, I guess there's some phrases and words. It was on his
Instagram too. So like he was just like he hasn't even seen it yet, and he was like, "All right, I'm watching or whatnot."
Right. And so apparently there's some statements in there that are, as the media has said, is offensive to.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? When the news came out, they weren't really clear on what they were saying. They were saying he's promoting anti-Semitism.
They say he was promoting an anti-Semitic film, and then they said he said some of the sources said he said some anti-Semitic things. So
they were saying it's pretty much him saying it.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm posting a video. If the video's anti-Semitic, that's an anti-Semitic video that doesn't need to be sold on Amazon. So very interesting things. What's your thoughts, man? Because what's happened is they suspended him 5 games, and basically when you hear the media talk about him, they're basically just saying that he needs to show that he's sorry. He needs to show remorse. They want to make him feel a certain type of way before they let him play basketball again and let him get his millions. They want to make sure he feels a certain way, and that's why I call it the Inquisition, because we talked a little bit before the cameras turned on, and the Inquisition was a time where the Catholic Church was forcing everybody to believe a certain way. You had to believe a certain way about an issue. And if you didn't believe that way, you could be thrown in jail or you could be killed. And so they go knocking door to door, and someone would be like, hey, you believe that stuff that's outside of the Bible. You don't believe the Bible fully or whatever. And be like, no, I don't. No, I don't believe that. I believe in the Bible. No, yes, you do. I saw you. You were reading something that wasn't the Bible. No. I was only reading the Bible. Yes, you do. Go to jail. Like, that's what they're doing with Kyrie Irving. You're anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Semitic. Yes, you are. I saw you post that movie link. Oh, I didn't know the movie link had something in it that was bad. You're anti-Semitic. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. Yes, you are. That's what they're doing with him. They're doing the Inquisition with him, and then they grouped him in there with Kanye West. So what's your thoughts, man? What do you think about everything?
My first thoughts was like, all right, if you're really going to get mad at Kyrie, you need to get mad at Amazon for promoting that. It was on Amazon, right? So I was like, you need to get mad at Amazon. Get mad at Jeff Bezos, bro. Like he's
if you're really mad about it, be mad at the right thing.
Be mad at the correct source. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
So they're not going to get mad at him though. Right?
Yeah, why not? I actually heard some talk that the NBA is actually trying to do a business deal with Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
No, Jeff Bezos, he's smart. He's doing it.
NBA is trying to do some type of... Remember, Amazon already has the Thursday night football games.
For the NFL, yeah.
But so they're trying to do a business deal with the NBA. So the NBA acted like Kyrie Irving is doing something outrageous.
Yeah.
The majority of people, they know Kyrie Irving didn't do anything wrong. Like the media trying to make it seem like he did something wrong. It's either payback because of the fact of the vaccines and the vaccinations, and Kyrie Irving stood strong.
Which no one even apologized for being wrong.
Do you know right now in New York, they're having to rehire the people they fired for the vaccine? So like firefighters and nurses, essentially all these people who got
everyone who didn't take it, who got fired, they have to give them the option to come back.
They're giving them an option to come back now. Yeah. So the media's quiet about that because all year they were going in on Kyrie about how he's not a team player because he won't take it and how he won't play the rules. They started talking about him not being a good citizen, because they were talking about he's not following the law. No, he had a choice if he was going to take it or not. He chose not to take it. Now he's not a good citizen. Oh man, he's helping to. They probably said he was promoting COVID by not, you know what I'm saying? He was pushing COVID forward. So they've been on this guy. They left him off of the NBA 75 team.
All the players who did get the vaccine was still getting COVID.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
So many players were getting COVID. Coaches were getting COVID. Everybody was getting COVID, man. So I think that there's a lot of bad blood there with Kyrie.
With Kyrie, I think the six list of requirements to suspend him or whatnot, that's a bit too much. That right there.
Well, they suspended him 5 games and then gave him
5 games. And First off, he offered to donate $500,000 to whatever they wanted him to donate to, and then they suspended him. Yeah. So they made, and then the person didn't even accept it.
Then they said he still apologized, and they still are like, now, no, you have to do all of these things.
They're like, you have to do 6 requirements before you can come back.
You have to think how we think now. I mean, shoot, before they draft an NBA player, they're gonna make all these NBA players show that they're that they got to go through sensitivity training, cultural training, and the honest truth, Jonathan, is that, you know, as black people, a lot of groups have been against us. A lot of groups have been against us, not just one group. There's multiple groups. We've been at the bottom. We were considered the same as animals, and the Jews participated in that too. A lot of the Jewish community participated in that and still does participate in it. So as black people, we have a right to feel some type of way about Jews, even though what they were trying to make Kyrie Irving out to say wasn't true. Yeah. Kyrie Irving has a right to feel negatively towards a lot of people. It's in his best interest to be very cautious and to be very aware that there's groups that are against us.
Not only that, he's literally like in the interviews, he's saying, I support all walks of life. He's like, I'm not all religions. I'm not even against I'm not against nobody. Like, why y'all so on me? You know what I'm saying? But I just feel so bad for him, bro, because like he can never catch a break, man. I don't even know. Like, I know he has kids and he has a family, whatnot. They probably
he has kids. I didn't know that.
I know he has a family. My bad.
Okay. I don't know.
I think he has like a wife or whatnot, a girlfriend or whatnot.
Okay. He got somebody. There's somebody he got.
I was so surprised. I was like, whoa, I haven't followed Kyrie, so I followed him like a few days
ago.
But it was like, I don't know, like they probably go through a lot too with him, you know, because, you know. But to answer what was the question? How do I feel about it?
Just what your thoughts on what's happening with Kyrie Irving right now?
Yeah, first off, I don't think he didn't.
And you were talking about the 6 steps that he has to do.
He didn't say anything on his Instagram. That's my thing. It's like he didn't really say anything. It's not like he watched the film and then was like, all right, I'm gonna promote this now. It's like, yo, he was just saying, all right, let me check it out or whatnot, you know. But the six list of requirements right now, what it's trying to do is like, and I kind of feel bad. This is what I was gonna say. I kind of feel bad. Like, so the NBA players right now, you were saying this before we got on here, they need to like come together, right? Yeah. So like Jaylen Brown or whatnot, he's part of the NBA players union or whatnot. He was saying, hey, I don't think the 6 list of requirements, Kyrie should have to do that before he comes back. And then I seen a few other people say, that he shouldn't have to do that because it's like they're trying to make an example out of him now. You know what I'm saying? How you should look now.
Exactly. They're trying to make an example of him and tell him how he's supposed to feel about a group of people.
He needs sensitive training and whatnot.
Hey, we don't owe anybody anything. As descendants of slaves, we don't owe any group anything. Almost any group you talk to, when you talk to them, like they just got here. Almost any group. And then if you're one of the older groups, like we one of the oldest groups, man. Like, we've been here working forever. We don't owe anybody anything. We don't owe it to make somebody feel comfortable in our house. This is our house. We don't owe it to make somebody feel comfortable in our house. Like right now, we're in our own office right now. This is our setup right now. We don't owe anybody anything in our setup, and it's the same way there. Yeah. So they're talking about some people who got oppressed overseas somewhere else. When you start talking about a Holocaust, man, there's nothing like the African Holocaust, man. You have multiple African tribes and nations they're no longer living, talking about like a Holocaust, you know, and it went on for a few hundred years. So we don't owe it to the Jews to make them feel comfortable. and everyone knows that Kyrie Irving didn't do anything wrong. I think what he promoted was, I think the movie he promoted, it actually hits a truth that they don't want to admit, because he's talking about the Hebrew people being black and they descend all over the world. There's people who claim to be descended from the Jews all over the world, man. In the Philippines, there's people, they're like, we're the original Hebrews. In China, there's people, we're the Hebrews. The Hebrew people have went all over the world. And so it's definitely some truth there, but the stuff that's happening with the NBA, you know what I want to know? Where's all the brotherhood talk? You know how they always be talking about, like, we're a brotherhood, we gotta be a brotherhood. We gotta stand for one another. Man, they dragged LeBron out there to talk against him. I said, what happened to the brotherhood? This was your teammate. This was someone you won a championship with. You should have just sat there and said, you know what? That's a situation Kyrie Irving and the Nets are dealing with, and I'm gonna let them go ahead and deal with it. You don't gotta speak against no one.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron has a Nike contract too. It's like he's not trying to
Nike contract.
Yeah, he's not trying to get suspended or whatnot. So it's like, honestly, man, I think like over half the NBA has an opinion on it. But it's like, for someone like LeBron, who's like the face of the NBA right now, for him to come out and say that, no one else is gonna talk in the NBA.
Well, it's just that's all they needed.
Yeah, that's all they needed.
They just needed one person to side.
If LeBron were to come out here and side with the Kyrie or whatnot, he'd be like, all right, let's do it.
Keep it 100, this wouldn't even be an issue if someone like Shaq and Charles Barkley, LeBron, if they just shut it down. Shaq could have just shut it down and been like, y'all know Kyrie ain't no anti-Semitic for posting that. Stop. You know how Shaq always does that. Stop. When he's talking to Charles Barkley, he's like, stop it, Chuck, stop it. You know that's not no defense. Like, he could have shut it down like that. Charles Barkley up here, I think he should have been suspended. I think Charles Barkley need to stop speaking for black people's opinions. All them black people on TV are millionaires, man. They need to stop speaking because really, trying to think about it, all the people on TV who was talking about Kyrie Irving, none of your black friends be thinking like that. So it's something different with them people on TV and their millions. They live different lives, man. They live different lives and they don't speak for us because no one else I know is thinking like them.
Yeah.
I don't know no black person who said Kyrie should have been suspended. And they're all on TV saying it.
Yeah, I don't know no one either.
Yeah, and there wasn't no black person on there talking about. They're on there talking about, you know, it's so sad to see the hate speech that's going around. Dude, you're black. You get hate speech every day. The media is hate speech towards you. The history books. Public school is hate speech. When you go to public school and they tell you to go out in the world and be a good citizen, but none of the history books teach anything about who you are and what you did and the truth of the history, and they're still teaching Christopher Columbus. That's hate speech. You know what I'm saying? All those people. Now, Robert Sawyer, the dude from Phoenix Suns, remember what I told you? What did he have to do to make it right? I said he needs to give money to the black community. He didn't do none of that. He's getting paid to sell the things, and ain't nobody talking about
now they want Kyrie.
He needs to meet with the black community leaders, and he needs to learn, and he needs to offer money, and he needs to, you know, no one's saying all that type of stuff. I don't even think that man ever apologized. Did he apologize to the black community? I never got no apology.
We never got an apology.
Nah, he's out the news. You haven't even heard of him.
And you gotta remember, like a few days after that situation, they came out with the Ime Udoka situation.
Ime Udoka, and they not letting that brother
down. They not letting that brother go, man.
Man,
he was supposed to get hired too for the Nets.
All this leads to is the Inquisition of Kyrie Irving. It's just more proof. I always say this. It's more proof that really we could have our own leagues, because we just need our own leagues. When it comes to basketball and NFL, maybe for a few years, it would take some time to get there, but we're all the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot, like rent out some college stadiums or whatnot. You'll make your money back, and you don't have to deal with getting kicked out of the league because you took a knee for the flag. You don't have to deal with getting kicked out of the league because you posted a link on Twitter that offended some people who aren't even in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know how many Jews are in the NBA, but I hadn't seen any Jews come forward and say they were offended. I saw a lot of people on TV talking about you're anti-Semitic, but I didn't see no Jews come forward. Did you hear one Jew person come forward and be like, "Hey, this really hurt us"?
I actually haven't, man.
I haven't seen one. You just saw people telling you how you're supposed to think.
And
then you ask people, you'd be like, "What did What did Kyrie Irving do? What did he post? I don't know, but they said he's being anti-Semitic, so I can't support that.
Yeah,
you don't even. You just listening to somebody say
you
something.
Don't even know. There's so many situations before Kyrie that people just do the same thing, man. Just listen to the media and then cancel someone. Try to cancel
like
someone,
man, there he go. Now, why he have to be anti-Semitic?
Man.
There's no such thing. First of all, Jonathan, I've been telling people this too. What's a Semitic person? Nobody be answering the question. So how can you be anti-Semitic?
I looked it up, but
okay, what's Semitic?
It's showing hatred or
no, Semitic. What's Semitic?
Anti-Semitic?
No, Semitic. What is Semitic?
Anti-Semitic is being.
You're saying what anti-Semitic is. I'm saying who's the Semitic?
Oh,
what's a Semitic person?
Go ahead.
No, I just know. I'm not saying it like I know. I'm saying anybody can Google this and look up what is a Semitic person. Yeah. And when you look up what a Semitic person is, it's the same thing Kyrie was saying. He said, I can't be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. He's saying like, look, we're a mixture of a whole bunch of different groups of people, natives and people from Africa.
Yeah, it's true.
The Hebrew people are people who come and form in Africa. They come from Africa. So he's basically saying like, I'm not anti-African anybody. Yeah. I'm not against no black people. So definitely not against the Hebrews, but whoever these people are who are getting offended, come and show yourselves. Who are you that are getting offended?
Yeah.
And why are you getting offended? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what are you getting offended by? So I don't.
It's not like he showed hate speech towards the
Jewish he wasn't community. Saying it, dude. Every movie that you watch, there's something offensive in it.
Yeah, to some community,
to somebody. There's somebody's gonna get offended. A woman, a child, a man,
someone,
a race, a gender.
They'll find something.
Someone's gonna be offended. You can't stop for everything.
And like I said, bro, you're gonna suspend Kyrie. Then you're gonna give him 6 things to do. And what they're trying to do right now is make an example out of him, right? They're like, all right, this is how you have to act now, guys. And
they're telling him how he has to think.
Man,
they gonna judge how sorry he is.
And this is why you said the brotherhood, whatnot.
That brotherhood went out the window, man.
First off, I think it was the Brooklyn Nets who did that. The NBA needs to just appeal that. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, alrighty, we're taking over, because they have the power to do that. They should just be like, you know what, we're taking the 6 list requirements off.
No, the NBA's with it. The NBA and the Brooklyn Nets.
But I'm saying the NBA needs to do that. Like, that's what they need to do. And so the Jaylen Brown, you know what I'm saying, it was just interesting because, alrighty, so they're basically saying, alright, yeah, Kyrie should have been suspended for that. But it's like, you're saying he doesn't need the 6 list of requirements. If he doesn't need the 6 list of requirements, he should have never been suspended. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
say that again?
He should. So Jaylen Brown and whatnot, a lot of the players are saying, alrighty, they're basically saying, in other words, he should have been suspended for it. They believe he should have had a consequence for what he did on Instagram or whatnot, right? But then a lot of people are saying he doesn't need the 6 list of requirements. That's like uncalled for or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people's reasoning is they're trying to make an example out of him. You're taking away his dignity and all that, right? But I was saying, if he doesn't need the 6 list of requirements, that means he didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
well, you gotta need the 6.
Yeah, you gotta pick and choose
you gotta let people. You gotta let people be their free selves.
Yeah, that's right.
They're trying to force him to think a way that he doesn't think. That's why they were trying to force him to apologize. And he's like, I don't feel the apology. Like I can't apologize for some stuff.
Like what?
But he said there was some unfortunate stuff said in the film that I don't stand with. What do you want him to
apologize for?
Well, he apologized.
Yeah, he apologized.
But you haven't apologized the way they wanted you to yet. Oh, they gotta make an example.
Yeah,
this is it. It's laughable, man. It's laughable. And I'm looking at the people on TV who keep talking bad about him. And I'm like, y'all are from the group who oppresses everybody. Like, what you on here talking about somebody being anti a culture as if y'all care? Yeah. They care about how hurt somebody was and stuff.
Yeah, man.
So I have a lot of I just have a lot of thoughts on that.
To be honest, man, I don't even think Kyrie's gonna like. I'm not in Kyrie's shoes, but if I was, I don't even think I don't even think he would even do the 6 list.
Let's talk about that. You know, is Kyrie Irving gonna be done with the NBA, or do you think he's going to protest this? Because it's going to be another stall out Because he already did it last year with the vaccine. He stalled him out. They were forcing him.
Dude,
he has to play by December.
They're taking millions of dollars from Kyrie right now.
Yeah, he should go overseas, man. You were trying to go overseas, but I know he don't want to let him win. But you do it right now. You a hero in our eyes just because we always respect people who stand up to the system. People who don't bow down to the system just because they crack the whip on a black man or black woman. We always respect that. They trying to act like they really care about. They trying to act like they really care.
I think
about what he posted. Cause
I don't think he's going to do the 6 list of requirements.
Meet with Jewish leaders.
I think it's. But I think it's definitely
oh man, boy.
Man, I think I can see like the NBA. I can see like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can see like some players from the NBA. No, y'all good. I can see some people from the NBA, like if Kyrie doesn't do it and he's still staying suspended, I can see some people maybe stepping up.
Hold on, let's see what his thoughts are. Let's take a live caller right now. King, what's going on, man? I'm live right now doing a podcast. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, world? Good to see you. What's up?
What's happening, man? We talking about this Kyrie Irving situation, man, and we just were going in on it. You got any thoughts to add on to that, man? You live on the podcast S&J right now.
I don't have too many thoughts because I don't know everything. I've only seen headlines, if that makes sense.
Hey, that's deep. He said, I don't have much thoughts because I haven't done my own research.
Y'all can see he's not just listening to the media.
Exactly. So I don't want to be sounding foolish, messing up y'all views.
Oh, no. You know what? I like that, though.
But I will definitely check out the podcast when it airs to hear what y'all think.
Hey, it's gonna be aired out tonight. We'll get it out there tonight, man. So, yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yep.
So, one love to you, Stan. One love to you, Jay.
One love, brother.
Appreciate it.
We're going to talk in a bit.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna hit you back, man, and we're going to get you on this podcast soon, too. All right, man. I'm going to hit you. Peace.
Hey,
well, that's our first unofficial caller. I just decided to answer because we needed a caller.
That's a prime example of someone not just listening to the media and actually going to do their research for themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he said all I've heard is headlines, and if all you've heard is headlines, what have you heard?
If all you heard is headlines, and you haven't actually been looking up the stuff, looking up interviews, YouTube videos, if you haven't been doing the research, you can't call him anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
people don't even know what a Semitic person is.
You just saw
you can't be anti something you don't even know.
You just saw a headline on World Star saying that Kyrie's anti-Semitic, and then you're like, oh wow, he's anti-Semitic. Wow. It's
all types of stuff with that situation.
And it's how you gonna promote? He's not even getting paid to promote. He's not even. Yeah.
You know what I always thought is I thought if they can make you apologize for all of these type of things, then any of us. You know, they can go and find anything on any of our Facebook profiles or whatnot and kick you out of school or kick you out of work and be like, you know, this person had some stuff that we think might be anti-Semitic. A lot of stuff about our history is anti-certain groups because we've had to fight almost everybody. So since we had to fight almost everybody, anyone might get offended by our history. Yeah. So, and I think that's what happened with the video. He could have posted any video. He could have posted a documentary like Tiger King or something. Mm-hmm. Tiger King was offensive. They had the woman was up in there killing her husband, and the other man sending the man to go kill. They was promoting that Tiger Trail was promoting murder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's promoting something. Everything's pretty much every
something.
Movie you watch is promoting murder.
Yeah.
So it's it's
got,
you know,
commentators saying stuff about Kevin Porter Jr. You have he was up here talking about him. You have these people saying crazy stuff about black folks on TV, and they don't never have to apologize or nothing. Like crazy stuff.
It's not even.
And they're actually saying it. They're not posting a movie that's saying it. They're actually saying it. So we don't respect nobody who's really going against Kyrie Irving.
We've seen it with every race too.
We've seen it, Oh yeah, other races they wouldn't dare let nobody control their speech like this. The baseball players, every time one of these people were posting something about Trump rallies or Blue Lives Matter, that was offensive to me. You know what I'm saying? That's an offensive thing to me. You can't sit there and apologize to everybody you offend. This is free speech. Everybody's allowed to do and be who they want to be. But it's good to know where the NBA stands. Yeah. It's good to know that the NBA...
They're not like picking sides or whatnot.
Yeah, it's good to know where the NBA stands. Yeah. Okay? You want all of these players to think how you need them to think in order to be in that community.
Yeah, so real quick, do you think that Kyrie will do the 6 list?
No, I don't think Kyrie will do the 6 steps. I think there's going to be an appeal. I think he's going to protest and appeal that, and I think it's possible he gets blackballed. Like, because if he doesn't handle this, or the players don't stand with him, it could all be over. If the players are like, "Man, this is some nonsense."
If all the players stand up,
it's a wrap. Kyrie Irving's reinstated now.
Like you said, even if Kevin Durant, LeBron James or like Shaq or someone just stood up and was like,
yeah, go ahead.
If they just stood up and was like, yo, that's not anti-Semitic.
Yeah, that's
all
what's crazy.
That's all it takes.
All of those black millionaires on TV, all those black millionaires on TV were saying the same thing. That's how you know they're all scared to say they're scared to get their check cut. Because they all were saying the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can hear it in their tone sometimes. Like they're so nervous when they talk about it. They're like,
because they don't want the same treatment. They don't want their checks cut.
Yeah.
Nike, look,
and it's understandable too. I'm not gonna lie. It's understandable. I mean, you're getting paid millions. You don't want to take that.
They took away Kyrie Irving's new shoe deal with Nike or whatever, and then they turned around with Kevin Durant. So what do you think about Kyrie Irving and what he said? Kevin Durant's like, oh man, like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what to say. Because I mean, what you gonna say? Yeah. They just took away this man's Nike contract. Now you got a Nike contract, and they asking you about what your thoughts about what he said. No, they asking Kevin Durant, what's your thoughts about what that man posted where someone else said something? It's all this he say, she say stuff. What are they talking about, man? Play the movie. I'm gonna watch the movie.
We're gonna watch the movie for the next episode.
We might watch the movie together. Yeah.
We're gonna watch the movie for the next episode. We're gonna come back to y'all and talk about it.
We're gonna come back with a list of 6 points from the movie. That's true.
We're gonna talk about how Amazon's promoting it too.
Because the Jews have been oppressive to black people. It's not, dude. White supremacy is many different groups and people. It's not just the KKK. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people aren't even from the South. You know what I'm saying? They always try to make it seem like it's just one group of people. A lot of people have been against us, and we don't owe it to anybody to make them feel some type of way.
Yeah, that's true.
This is our home country, man. The Jews ain't from here. The Jews are not from here. This is our home country, and we can say and feel and think however we want to feel as citizens of this country.
Yeah, everyone can think and say how they feel, man.
Jews, you know why the Jews are here? The Jews are here probably, a better life for them over here. The Jews that are here, it's a better life for them over here.
It's everyone, yeah. Yeah,
man. So, but you don't get to come here and tell us how to feel and think in our home.
Yeah, man.
That's some nonsense.
Yeah, man. So
go somewhere with that.
Yeah, man. We talking about that a few months ago with like Anthony Edwards and stuff that was happening. Like, you post something on Instagram now, they're trying to cancel you for it. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
They're trying to take everyone's monies away, man.
Why are we in these leagues with all these white owners, man? We need to just go ahead and do our own thing. And honestly, we should go ahead and do that, man. So let them have their league. Let them have a Jewish league, NBA. Let's see if it's sold out tickets. But nah, we man, and we good with all.
Yeah, man.
We
man. So
like the stuff that happens, I don't let it get my blood boiling no more.
Yeah, I don't
because I understand it's all a game. Like you have enemies, you have people who are against you, and you have these
you're always gonna have people who's against you. Yeah,
always.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's crazy. I don't think Kyrie's gonna do that either, man.
You think he's going overseas to go hoop somewhere else?
I don't know how the rest.
Or is he going the Kaepernick route?
I hope he doesn't retire, bro. I hope he doesn't retire. I hope he. Honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. The Brooklyn Nets, bro. Their organization is done after this year, bro. After this year, you better believe Kevin Durant's getting out of there.
He might not make it through the year. I was watching him play a few minutes ago, man. He's out there like, man, how do I sign up for this?
Bro, Kyrie's gonna be gone. Ben Simmons, I don't know what's going on with him, bro. But
even the Brooklyn Nets players should have just not played. They should have said, "You suspended him for 5 games. We done." They're not doing nothing anyway. They're not going to no championship.
They should have been
now.
standing up for the teammate.
That's one of their best players. Yeah, they should have all sat out and said, "We need him to win, so we send out."
And that starts with the captain. That starts like the head of the team with Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
But if he went that route, let me tell you something. He's risking his Nike contract. He's risking all because they pulling people's money. If you don't think how we need you to think,
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Kyrie Irving, you're not gonna apologize. What did he say? He said, "I'm not against nobody or whatnot." No, you're anti-Semitic. You promoted it. You're anti-Semitic.
Just said he's not against nobody.
He said you're anti-Semitic. He said,
"I support all walks of life. I support all religions." And he's still calling him anti-Semitic.
I need all the media people to show remorse and show that they're not.
You know, just forget about this situation. Just apologize to him for being wrong about the vaccine.
They never did that.
And
I tell you, they're little mad.
As a matter of fact, give him his money back. All his $1 million he lost for that, they need to give him that money back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they do that, man.
They were on him about the vaccine, man. So, man, this is a whole episode right here. We had so much other stuff to talk about, and we just are going in on this. Well, you know what? It's been 2 weeks. The last time we got on here,
that's what
this wasn't even a topic.
It was like a
yet.
day or two after we did our last podcast that this happened. And then we were so busy, I was out of town and whatnot. We couldn't even get to it. The day it happened,
my ESPN alerts were going off the hook. It was like Kyrie Irving promotes anti-Semitic.
I remember because you know the funny thing is me and Stanley were talking about doing a video about Kyrie Irving. We were like, who apologized to Kyrie about the vaccine and whatnot. And then a day or two later, this came out, and I was like, I saw it on like ESPN notification. I was like, oh man, obviously I go up TMZ, World Star, everything on Instagram. They got it all over, and I was like, oh man. They were talking about he's going to retire from the league or whatnot. I was like, man.
I've heard that too, but
I was like,
we'll see. I mean, he's already got his championship. My thing is, don't be at a place where people don't want you.
Yeah,
and I think all black players need to think about, hey, are we just like $40 million slaves here because we're not allowed to do anything? That's because they look at him as being really influential. Yeah. So if you're against a group of people, you're going to be against the influential people being against something. Kyrie Irving's a grown man. He's 30 years old. He's a millionaire. Mm-hmm. He can think however he wants to think. You know what I'm saying? Isn't Elon Musk mess with Trump? Doesn't he mess with Trump? Man. I mean, people be offended by that. People are like, man, how you sit down with this man Trump or whatnot? Woo woo woo.
People get offended over every little thing.
Yeah, but he's a free man to be. If he wants to associate with Trump, he can do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's not made to issue no apology to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can associate with whoever he wants. And with Kyrie studying his history and putting a video out there and stuff like that, it's just. Oh, it's laughable how many of the black people on TV.
The thing I'm still laughing about is, and I talked to a few people about this, and they were both agreeing with me. They were like, "Yo, why are they getting mad at Kyrie? For if they're getting mad, if what they're saying about Kyrie is true, why are they not mad at Jeff Bezos and Amazon?"
Because it's not about anti-Semitism. It's really about Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you down, Kyrie. We're gonna take you down. Well, what about Bezos? No, we're not focused on Bezos. We're focused on you, Kyrie. Well, what about
like,
all
you
that?
The one who got that film up there is like,
oh, what did he do? What did he say to the interviewer? He said, don't dehumanize me. I'm not dehumanizing. Because the moment, now the media dude was about to get in trouble. You said the wrong thing and go anti-black, you lose your job. So yeah, Kyrie had him. He had him in the interview, but then the
other interviewers helped.
The thing that happens, man, is you got to talk less. I said the same thing with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. I said when you're taking responsibility or any accountability, you just need to say the facts. Hey, I study these teachers.
Draymond gave me a 30-minute apology. It was like,
you don't need no 30-minute apology. Yeah. You don't need to be trying to be philosophical up there either. That's one thing. In those moments, it's not time to be philosophical. Kyrie started talking about where were they with my ancestors and stuff. These people don't care about you, and we already know this. These people don't care about all of our history. That's why we got to care about each other. That's why all them black NBA players and the former players, I mean, the former players, aren't they supposed to be bonded? They're supposed to be brothers. They're supposed to be brotherhood. And they siding with the Jews who they don't have no relation to these people.
I don't even think they're siding with. I don't even think they're siding with nobody. I just think like
they're siding with their paychecks.
Some people just go where the money goes, you know.
And that's scary. Those are some scary. You got to always watch out for people who just go where the money goes. That's why you respect someone like Kaepernick, who says, "Look, the money's in me just going this route.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna stand on my beliefs." That's why I would respect Kyrie Irving if he did go to China and play or something like that. And then I think a lot of us as NBA fans, we've been talking about boycotting and protesting, and I was like, do you really think we could boycott and protest the NBA that much? People love the NBA, man.
I mean, I don't boycott it for what?
Boycott it because of how they're treating Kyrie Irving and by proxy Black America. They're controlling the speech.
I see what you're saying, but I would argue they do that to everyone in the NBA.
Who else? Who would be another
I would say
example?
they do it to everyone in the NBA. Like literally, bro. If there was someone else who did that in the NBA, let's just say it was another race, right? The media would be on them because I see what you're saying though, like with the Black Americans and whatnot. But let's just say I'm trying to think.
Because boycott is not even really
like
what I want to do.
Yeah, let's say like Luka did that, whatnot. Would it be the same situation if he had posted that same thing? Was like, let me look at this.
That would be interesting.
I don't know, but I see what you're saying though. Yeah,
Yeah, it would be interesting. But I'm not so much about boycotting. And then let's go back to it. I've been saying this for a minute. Let's do our own. I love Ice Cube did his 3-on-3. He did his own league 3-on-3. We don't need the NBA. We don't need it. We are the talent of the NBA of basketball. We don't need it. We could just have our own league. Let players come in and have our own way of drafting the players, and we don't have to go through them. They have a complete ownership of the NBA, the NFL too. Look, they'll get some act right if we just left.
Yeah, I mean,
if we just left, that's why I couldn't be in the NBA. I would have all them NBA players out of there.
Yeah,
We'd be
me
gone.
personally, I don't really care who owns the league. I don't really care if it's white or black. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like anyone who owns it, they should allow the players to speak freely. Like, if you got a different opinion from the rest of the world, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me that someone else has a different political opinion or whatnot. Like, I don't really care, man. Like,
and who is the NBA? Think about it. Who is the NBA when they're saying they're trying to like not be anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
Who are the Semitic people that the NBA is so badly trying to help?
Yeah.
Who are the Semitic people?
That's what I want to know.
They can't answer that question. Who are you saying is offended by this? You're making up some people to say that they're offended. Who is the Semitic people, man? Let's talk some football talk.
Yeah,
can we get on some football?
Yeah, man.
We've been on this for like an hour, man. We're gonna have to break this up into a part 1 or part 2 or something. But crazy stuff.
Definitely, man. So yeah, man. That's our thoughts on that Kyrie situation, man.
The Inquisition. It's the Inquisition, man. They just they're forcing people to think and feel a certain type of way, and we always are gonna resist. We're always gonna fight back. I know me personally, I stand with Kyrie Irving, or in this situation, I stand with him, and that does not, by proxy, put me against any group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're for all groups of people, man.
Grew up Christian, man. Love the Israelite people and the Hebrew people. That's literally the base of everything we've learned in spirituality. So, like, nothing against those people at all. Nothing against them. But I'm against all those people who want to be against black people. My mother had to drink some water. My brother, is that not true? Is that not true? Can't stand on that? No, I'm playing. I'm messing with you. Come on, let's talk about something else, man. I'm over here.
We got different opinions,
man.
This
situation.
What we call it? Yeah, man, that's what we think about it, man.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
That situation's crazy, man. Cause
it's laughable, bro. It's laughable.
So I just remember, like, the first day it happened, bro. I was like, man, we got it on the podcast. I had way more to say about it. You know what I'm saying? But
we're gonna talk about it more because the situation. Obviously, they're gonna keep talking about it. Even if Kyrie Irving, what's the best that could happen is even if he came back to the.
He already has his money, and doesn't he already have a contract? So, like, they still have to pay him out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Nets are gonna have to pay him out. So, man,
and suspending someone 5 days without pay for some
They said
something detrimental to the team. They said conduct detrimental to the team. What are they talking about? Man, people when they're in positions of power, they don't even have to have a reason to discipline you. They could just do it. Mm-hmm. They just have the ability to do it if they want to.
For any
reason,
that's
powerful, man.
Yeah.
And so whoever's controlling the media. Mm-hmm. What was Kanye was telling us about all this? Whoever's controlling the media and all this type of stuff, they obviously did not like what Kyrie Irving said.
So funny, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's
that's true.
There's some crazy stuff going on. Man, even just looking at, I'm kind of upset with LeBron James after all this conversation.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to talk about the Lakers, but I don't even feel like talking about it no more.
We gotta talk about it. We talk about LeBron first, though.
LeBron disappointed me. He didn't even come out there and say nothing about Kyrie Irving. Brotherhood, we are brotherhood. This NBA brotherhood. Listen, the NBA brotherhood stops with the black players. Like all of y'all's a brotherhood as long as y'all's doing what we say and making us money. The black players need to have their own brotherhood, and a brotherhood strong enough for us. Like, look, we can leave if we need to. If we we can sit out if we need to. And everybody here is millionaires. We all good. If you mispay for this game, you still good, right?
I think
you know what I'm saying.
I think honestly, some of the players got caught off guard, man. They got caught off guard, like LeBron James. But yeah, I was a little.
LeBron got caught off guard. They almost got LeBron on anti-Semitism. One time. You remember? And I think he just tweeted something, or he tweeted a song or something, and they got on him. Bro. He was about to get that Nike contract pulled. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And remember, he's in a lifetime contract with Nike. I said he should have never signed a lifetime contract. There's no need for it. If it's a lifetime contract, you can tell him to make it a 15-year contract. You don't sign no paper for life. You never do that because then you're always.
I mean, regardless, he has enough money anyway. So I mean,
you're always fearful of getting that thing taken away. You couldn't. Nah, I couldn't sign nothing for life. I don't care what the contract is for life. Nah, that don't sound like a good look. That don't sound like a good look.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I mean, people were getting on. Actually, the media was kind of getting. Some of the media was kind of getting on LeBron for like not being with his brother. They're like, "Oh, Kyrie is supposed to be your brother. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to stand up for him." Blah blah blah.
At the very least, don't say anything. Don't spit on the man while he's down. He's obviously going through it, losing his contracts.
He needs you there with him.
What does he need you to get on TV? Being a big voice that you are. I lost a lot of respect for LeBron with that because he didn't have to do it.
He didn't have to do it.
And if Nike was forcing him to do it, and he did it to keep the money, that's wrong too. You don't do that with your brother. You don't do that with your brother. You don't go down and send your kick your brother while he's down, and while other people are kicking him while he's down, you don't do that. Yeah, and that's why Shaq, Charles Barkley, they're older, and they kind of Shaq is a disappointment because he's supposed to be brotherhood with the players too. He tried to be like one of the players, but then he want to side with the other people. Yeah, and the thing is, all the other people don't side with you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think's gonna happen though. You know what I think's gonna happen is the media's gonna at some point they're gonna have to apologize to Kyrie. Because what's going to happen, I don't know if it's a few months, a few years later, something's going to happen. One of the players is going to come out already. I watched the film. I look back at what he said. I don't understand how this is anti-Semitic or whatnot. Then it's going to cause other people to actually do their research, go look at it, and then they might apologize to Kyrie or whatnot. But I really don't think, like, I really agree with you what you're saying, man. Like, there's too many people out here just doing their own thing.
Yeah, man. You don't gotta spit on your brother while he's down. Even if you. What did he say? He doesn't agree with what he posted or whatever.
Yeah, he was saying like I watched the interview. He was saying like Kyrie was like very he posted something that offended a lot of people, blah blah this and that, and I was like whoa. I was like.
You just don't have to speak on it.
Yeah, you don't have to speak on it. You don't have to say nothing. It could have been like, hey, that's Kyrie. Yeah. In that situation, I can't speak for my brother Kyrie or whatnot.
Even if you did something wrong, if somebody outside the family came over to me and would try to talk bad about you, I first of all, I'd check them. Because they just wouldn't be able to keep talking. But I'm definitely not going to be like, yeah, man, Jonathan, man, yeah, he be tripping, man. Can you imagine that? I'm over here. Siding over here with Jason. I'm over here with Jason over Jonathan. What are you talking about? I'll be like, bro, don't be coming talking about Jonathan for nothing. Yeah, man. I get on my face with that. So it wouldn't happen. Yeah. So, I had to lose respect for LeBron. So I don't feel like talking about the Lakers right now. I want to talk about the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings been looking nice. Sacramento Kings been looking nice. Bro. They've been losing. They're 3-6, but. They play hard and they look good, man. Like they lost a game the other night to Golden State. They lost a game to Golden State, and it was like by 3 points at the end.
We were up pretty much the whole game too, man.
Man, and I wanted the Kings to pull that one out.
You gotta give Curry his props though. Curry, he had 47 points.
Curry had 37.
It's kind of hard to stop that, bro.
And then so what happened at the end of the game was the Kings. What's his name? Kevin Huerter. He shot a 3, got fouled by Klay Thompson. They didn't call the foul. 2-minute report comes out and they say, "Oh, it was a foul. We should have called it." What do you think about those 2-minute reports, man?
I think there's too many. There's too many. There needs to be something. kind of like how there's too many situations right now where the NBA is getting the 2-minute reports wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or not
All the
reviewing
time,
something.
yeah.
You know? It's kind of like the NFL. If something happens in the NFL that the NFL refs clearly missed, that they're not going to review or whatnot, they have like sometimes they'll get notified by like the people in New York. Yo, you need to go review this, check this out, or whatnot. I think the NBA needs to have the same thing because there's been situations you can go back a few years that I play Kevin Durant when he was with the Warriors. You might not remember this, but there was a game where he was in overtime with the Houston Rockets, and he was clearly out of bounds. You can see his foot was out of bounds.
Yeah.
And the refs didn't
call
see
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that should have been a situation.
And it would have changed
right
the series. That could have easily changed the game.
Yeah. The Rockets still won that game, actually. But,
okay, but I remember what you're talking about.
I think there's two. Yeah, you go back at Tyler Hero, Miami Heat. We just lost to them like a week ago or whatnot. Tyler Hero traveled. The refs didn't see it, and then we end up losing the game. I'm saying, like, because 2 minutes is really critical.
So that's 2 games for the Kings. Yeah, that's 2 games that the Kings
2
lost.
minutes is really, really critical for, like,
those final 2 minutes.
Yeah,
now,
I mean, the NBA refs, we don't expect them to get every call, right? I mean, they're humans. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna mess up on some stuff too. But I'm saying, like, the 2 minutes is very, very critical. Like, you got like.
Now, why can't they review it like mistakes? It seems like the NFL, when the refs go and they do a challenge or a review, why can't the NBA do a review instead of putting out a 2-minute report at the next day? Why can't they in the moment have somebody say, hey, that was a foul right there, even though ref missed it down there from higher up here? Call that. We're gonna review that and call that.
They might have really not seen it, but I think there's like sides in the NBA or whatnot. I gotta check into it, but I think there's like sides into it. So like for referees on the left side, the one on the right side really can't call anything for the left side or whatnot.
That would be interesting to know how that works. It'd be good to get like a book on refereeing.
Yeah, because they got a bunch of rules
and stuff that you wouldn't know.
Like you wouldn't know
stuff that Kobe would know a lot of that stuff. He would know where the refs would be located at, which ref could do what. Who was the lead? Yeah. He would know all of those little things and use it to his advantage. They would talk about real interesting.
Chris Paul does that. Chris Paul,
yeah, those point guards, people who were just take their game to another level. De'Aaron Fox, man, he had a nice game winner.
De'Aaron Fox has been playing good, bro.
It's like he has the green light, and Mike Brown has them more aggressive as a team. They're aggressive. That's why I like watching them, even when they've lost these games. They're aggressive.
They're still playing, bro.
They're playing hard. They're hitting shots. And it's just taking time for them to gel.
You can feel it. It's like they kind of feel like they're playing for something now.
Right. Trust me, I wouldn't be promoting the Kings if I wasn't thinking they were doing something. And the rookie's nice. Keegan Murray is nice. And he doesn't have to be the leader.
And I think the Kings are kind of coming together now. So I just saw a report. They were like, DeMarcus Cousins wants to come back to the Kings. Honestly, man, I think the Kings, I know we're losing a lot right now, but I think we're honestly like kind of, the pieces are finally coming together.
They're coming together, definitely.
So it's like,
I agree.
We don't need to add nobody. Let's just go with the squad we got, because I like the squad we have, man.
I like it, man. I like it. And I think they play tonight. I think the Kings play tonight. That would be interesting.
I know the Lakers play the Clippers tonight.
Lakers play the Clippers.
Real quick, what you think about Kawhi Leonard? He's out right now. He's still out with
Kawhi's always out.
His leg injury, but
I think.
What you think about it,
man? I think if he's out, leave him be. Like
I think if he's hurt, he's hurt. You know,
he always does load management.
Yeah,
2-time champion. You still would rather have him on your team than against your team. He don't cause no problems. Like I said, man, they want these players to do exactly what they told to do.
He's so quiet, man. He don't even got social media.
And I think they be mad because the players really like a lot lately. If you think about what's happened, James Harden, Ben Simmons. Like these owners are paying millions of dollars. These are businessmen.
Yeah,
they're like paying millions, and then you want to get traded and you leave, and I've invested in you, all this type of stuff. So they're trying to basically put those rules and regulations in place to have more ownership and control over their investment. That's how they look at the players as an investment, because the players are replaceable.
Yeah,
the players got 10-year career. Yeah, and there's a young 17-year-old.
I don't know about Kyrie, bro. He might not be replaceable, bro.
No. Like you can't just get another Kyrie Irving.
You're gonna have to go look across the road for that.
Right. You're gonna have to do some things. Man, it's amazing how afraid people will be when it comes to money. Yeah, like when it comes to money, people are very afraid, Yeah. And once the higher ups, whoever owns TNT, whoever owns ESPN, which is Disney, but all of these places, it's like once they say, hey, this man's anti-Semitism and we're against him, it's like, hey, if you're working for him, you can't say nothing now.
Yeah.
And your hands are tied and you're not going to walk away from your job. You understand how good they eat? All those black people on TV are millionaires and they eat good. Behind the cameras, they got little delicacies and stuff they can eat behind, you know what I'm saying, hors d'oeuvres that they can eat behind the cameras. They get stipends when they go travel to different places. These people are celebrities. They don't live the same life as us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's real interesting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's just...
Oh, man. That you know what? We really had so much more stuff we were going to cover and talk about.
That
and
Kyrie is a
just kind
lot.
of touched on that situation.
It's a lot, man.
And I think it's a lot for us because we have people who listen to us and they're not black. They're not descendants of slaves. We've had people out.
We've had people who
but
disagree with us.
Yeah, we speak from our perspective. Yeah. And descendants of slaves, we have a unique perspective that really nobody else can have. You can't have a perspective coming from the bottom if you didn't come from the bottom. Yeah. If your families didn't come from the bottom here.
Yeah.
And have the enemies that our families have had. So we're always going to, from S&J Sports Talk, we're always going to give our honest opinion and perspective and experience. And our experience is a unique one. It's not one that's to be debated with. We're just a different...
I love debates now.
Yeah, we do want to have different people
we gonna
get in on here and have their own opinions as well.
Yeah, people gonna start coming on here, man.
Y'all Definitely. Go ahead and make sure you give comments on stuff we shared. We know that the stuff I know some of the stuff I was sharing on here, a lot of people disagree with. I know that for a fact.
Hey man, even if you disagree with me or Stanley, you know what I'm saying, just comment in the YouTube. We can talk about it.
And I ain't apologizing to nobody. I ain't doing no 6-step program. They try to have him do the 6-step program. That's cold. They try to give him a 6-step program to get back in, and then they just go reconsider. Remember, they did the same thing with Nick Cannon. Remember Nick Cannon? Yeah. They pretty much took his show off his podcast off. They said he was being anti-Semitic when he wasn't because he was talking about black people being Hebrew, which is true. The Hebrews are black people. They were black people. They formed in Egypt.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's a lot of stuff there. And what's interesting about the conversation is really the conversation don't have nothing to do with white people. Mm-hmm. It don't have nothing to do with white people, and white people are all in the business. White people are all in this conversation talking about Kyrie need to do this, Kyrie need to do that.
Hey, man, yeah.
Y'all need to stay quiet.
Listen, I'm going to say it. I've already said it 3 times, bro.
Stay quiet.
If you're going to be mad at someone, you need to be mad at Amazon, bro.
Keep that same energy all the way around.
Yeah, keep that same energy. Kyrie he really didn't do anything right here. He didn't say anything that was anti-Semitic. He literally apologized to y'all. It wasn't what y'all wanted to hear. Y'all did. I guess he didn't say it correctly or whatnot.
Yeah,
he literally said he supports all walks of life, all religions. You know what I'm saying?
And he tries to learn from everybody.
He was enough. It was funny.
Any grown man can receive that and accept that back. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there and trying to make it.
For him to be able to go on interviews, bro, and actually he's got probably 50 people in the media room. I'll ask him questions. Trying to get out something, trying to get something for their stories. Yeah. And
man, it's the craziest. It's a crazy world we live in.
That's funny. We were just talking about the media and the NBA and whatnot, how they try to divide the NBA, the team, bro. It was Jordan Poole and Draymond. We were like, yeah, they're gonna come out. Jordan Poole, Draymond said this, blah blah blah. You know, we gonna try and get.
It was Coach Udoka just a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? They just look for the next person.
He wasn't even him. He was even the interim head coach for the Celtics or whatnot. Mm-hmm. They were on ESPN talking about him, talking about the stuff he did in the past.
And he was just the intern. He was just. I ain't even got nothing to do with this.
Let me tell you, it was NBA Today, bro. It was NBA Today. It was Malika Andrews. She was talking about. She's talking about something he did in 2009, bro. Mm-hmm. That's 13, 14 years back.
Something that I think charges were dropped on. He wasn't even.
He was found. He wasn't even found guilty or something like that.
Yeah, but she just had to bring it up, just to let you know there was an accusation. Man. Nobody else has to do all of these apologies and stuff like that. Man, nobody else has to do apologies like this. Brett Favre didn't apologize when he just did all this. Robert Sawyer didn't apologize for all stuff. Donald Sterling didn't apologize for all his stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can keep going down the list because there's so many people who did. Tom Brady, when he got in trouble with the NFL and all that stuff, he didn't apologize. He didn't have to go around apologizing to all these people and stuff like that. Nobody has to apologize.
He needs to apologize to the Seahawks too, bro.
And then the higher ups have to make sure that your apology is to their level.
Hey, yeah.
What type of nonsense? Who are the Jews? Who Listen to this. Listen to this. The Jews are some cold people, aren't they? Because they're able to tell someone you have to do all this before we let you back in the NBA. Do they own the NBA? That's powerful to tell somebody you need to do all of this before you come back here. That's crazy. that's some power right there, man.
Who knows?
And
man.
imagine if we ran our NBA, man. We got sold out seats. All of us get up in there.
Yeah, man.
My friend went to the Warriors game. She said that the Warriors game, it was nothing but white people there and Asians. Yeah, none of the people. And that was when it was in Oakland. That was at the Oracle in Oakland. Oakland, mostly black.
They raised the tickets so much.
Yeah, they raised the tickets. We don't even be at the game watching our players play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we owned our leagues, we'd be all up in there.
Yeah.
Nosebleeds or whatever, we'd be all up in there. So, bottom line, we need to have our own.
Yeah, man. Like we said, man, we're going to come back on here, watch the episode, let y'all know what's going on.
It needs to be owned. The leagues need to be owned by people who play in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't none of them owners play in the NBA, have played in the NBA. They're business people.
Yeah, you see, I think it's kind of starting to shift that way though. Like, Michael Jordan's owning something. I know. LeBron's trying to own an NBA team. Like, they're trying to own an NBA team, but you have to have a lot of money to own teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of black millionaires, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, but see, they also have to let you in.
Yeah.
If you got 29 owners or 30 owners of the NBA. And you got Michael Jordan as the one black one. They let him in. They let him buy. You have to get approved to buy one of these teams.
Yeah.
So if the 29 are like, hey, we only got room for one black person to own, then it don't matter how many black millionaires and billionaires you have.
It's really just about the money, though.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. Like, it's just if you have enough money, they're gonna let you. They're gonna let you own the team.
Yeah, to some extent, but they got levels to the money too. They create money, man. Their face is on the money, dude. You can't get away from it, man. White supremacy is deep. So, yeah, y'all. And you know what? We don't want to make our S&J Sports Talk so political because we said we just going to keep it sports. But when you go watch the sports shows, it's all political.
Within the sports.
Yeah, like you're trying to go watch a sports channel. I can't watch an NBA game without hearing about the Kyrie Irving situation. Now, some of y'all, like my brother King, he might not watch the NBA all the time or whatnot. So some people just hear about stuff from the media, from New York Times or whatnot. And you're just hearing a little bit here. I'm watching basketball all the time. I love basketball. I watch basketball all the time. And they're talking about this stuff all the time. They're talking about Kanye West on here. They're talking about Kyrie Irving. I'm like, man, you can't even just watch the basketball game. This is political.
Yeah.
So then when we get on here and do our S&J Sports Talk show, we have to talk about some political stuff too. And we're coming from a different perspective than some black millionaires on TV who are trying to keep a paycheck. Mm-hmm. Or anybody on TV who's just going with an agenda to keep a job. You know, we have a small channel here. We are descendants of slaves, and we're able to speak from our perspective. And we stand with Kyrie Irving. We're not going to go against him and spit on our brother or nothing like that. So
yeah, man. That was interesting. I was watching, I don't know if you heard of him. Sneeko, Brett. He's
Sneeko?
Yeah, Sneeko.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's like a streamer or whatnot, but he's saying like, so basically, he didn't say about this situation, but it's interesting. So like, we would get more views right now. I'm talking to S&A Sports Talk fans, but we would get more views right now if we were to go on YouTube and be like, Kyrie said something anti-Semitic opposed to what we just said, like in the last hour or so. Mm-hmm. So it was really interesting. He was saying, He's saying you can go with the media or whatnot and get more views or whatnot, or you can just go on like how you feel.
Never been with that. I understand the dangers that come with when people start trying to control you. You know, you can't think for yourself. That's slavery. There's nothing free about that. You should resist and fight against that at any cost. Mm-hmm. So there's some cold people. Talk about the pot calling the kettle hot.
You see what Kanye did, bro.
These folks is up here. Kanye was a little bit more reckless, I might say, from what I saw. Know, but different generations feel differently about that. There's some people I know who they're like, I really learned some stuff from what Kanye was saying. Yeah. And then some of us maybe a little older are like, man, Kanye didn't have to go like that. He didn't have to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? When no one was co-signing what Kanye was doing. But Kyrie Irving, that's a very different situation. Very, very interesting stuff, man.
We ain't even get to the NFL
talk. The media is such a joke. The media, the way they were about them vaccinations. Kyrie Irving obviously doesn't want to be a team player. He obviously, what type of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came out there talking about you need to be a good citizen. That's not being consistent. Shut up. Like, oh man, I can't win the older NBA players still think that they got some say on the situation. No, go somewhere.
It was that situation. Looking back at it was so funny, man.
These athletes, man.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. He just was, they were so mad at Kyrie Irving for not taking that vaccine. You got to do what we say. Do.
You got to remember, there was a lot of other players in NBA who wasn't about to take it.
Andrew Wiggins was one of them.
Andrew Wiggins was.
They made him.
Yeah.
See, the players need to stand
Draymond Green even spoke up for Andrew, and he was like, "There was a time where our medical history was private.
Mm-hmm.
Now y'all out here telling everyone, you know what I'm saying, we took the vaccine. Oh, he doesn't have the vaccine.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's good stuff. Yeah, all that stuff went out the window during COVID. But it's just the people pointing the finger,
and that comes with being famous too. You know, in the NBA.
The people pointing the finger, man. Like. I'm done, man. This is just part one. We went way longer than we were even thinking about.
We didn't even talk about the NFL today.
We didn't even get to the Lakers, the NFL. I just lost all passion to talk about the Lakers. I lost all anything. But shout out to S&J Sports Talk. Everybody listening and riding with us and just moving forward with us. We be on here having fun, man. When we get on here and talk, we have fun. I'm glad my brother's back from New Orleans, man. I wanted to do a podcast last week, but my brother was in New Orleans living the life, out there enjoying life. So that's good stuff, man. I'm glad you experienced that.
Yeah.
Glad you're
turbulence on the flight.
What's coming up this week? And I know we got basketball games this week.
We got
any NFL games.
We got the Seahawks going to we're playing Tampa Bay, man.
Oh, okay.
We're doing really good right now. We're 6-3. You know what I'm saying? But
man, y'all Seahawks actually surprised people. Mm-hmm. Your Seahawks actually surprised people.
Yeah.
6-3, doing the thing, man.
6-3, but
what's happening with the Oakland Raiders, man? Bro, it's been a struggle for them. I've been watching them just lose games bad.
I don't know what it is, man. Devontae Adams probably asking the same question. What did I get myself into, bro? He's like, I should have stayed with Green Bay, bro.
I hope he's okay too.
Man, I don't know what's going on with them, man.
Yeah,
they're just watching them, bro. Their offense doesn't even seem good.
Yeah,
the offense is kind of similar to Denver. Like, the players are looking at the quarterback like, yo, I don't even believe in you no more.
Okay.
But, yeah, man, it's like...
You're feeling bad for them. I watched them. They gave up. They were up 17-0.
I feel bad for, like, somebody... Yeah, it's always the offense. Because, I mean, if the defense is giving up 17 points, that's considerably good in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't even, like... Now you got the defense going out there without any hope. Mm-hmm. It's like our offenses can't even do anything, you know.
Yeah, you got to try to get your scoring on defense.
Can't even score a field goal. Like.
I watched Tom Brady though last week against the LA Rams, and they did a nice little comeback run at the last minute. I knew they were going to win because Tom Brady always wins in those situations. Mm-hmm. When it gets right down to the wire and you give him the ball back.
Don't try it this week against the Seahawks, bro.
Okay.
It ain't
Is that
gonna
Sunday
happen.
game?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
9:30 Eastern time because they're playing in Germany. So yeah.
Man, playing in Germany.
It's like a 9-hour flight, they said, or something. So
wow.
Yeah, man.
They're playing in Germany, huh?
Mm-hmm. They're like the only team that plays in Germany. It's 9:30 Eastern, so I think it's gonna be start at 6:30 our time. I'm not sure yet, but yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be up early to watch that.
That's right on.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles are still undefeated,
Still undefeated, bro.
Man, are they going to make it through the whole season undefeated?
Not sure.
They got some tough games,
I think they got some tough games.
Yeah. People have been saying their schedule was easy. That's what people kept saying. Yeah. I don't know specifically. I haven't been following all their games.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I'll say this. They're undefeated for a reason, bro. To win 8 straight games in the NFL is pretty hard, bro.
That's a lot.
It doesn't really matter which team you play. That's going to be hard to do.
It's tough stuff, yeah. 8 straight. And then they had a bye week, so we'll see how they recover.
Yeah.
Man. The Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen got hurt. I saw him, he was throwing, got hurt the elbow.
Yeah.
We'll see how long he's out for.
We'll see how that.
But the Buffalo Bills, they're still a good team.
They're still doing their thing. The Rams aren't looking too good right now.
The Rams?
LA, they look like they need to figure some things out.
I'm
watching them, bro. Year, huh? I'm watching them. The offensive line is just like, they're saying, we don't even like Matthew Stafford no more. Like, let him get hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh man,
they're like, he got us a ring. We don't need him no more.
Man,
I mean, he's getting sacked like every drive, man.
Man,
you got every time they get sacked, that messes with their head, you know.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, man.
What about Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson?
They had a bye week this week, but
they didn't play this week.
Yeah,
but they're what, 3-5?
They're not looking good.
Yeah,
their season's honestly done. In the division they're in,
they're not gonna be able to
LA
make it.
Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs. You know what? They might be able to, because Oakland, the Raiders are in their same division too, so they might be able. They might be able to slide in there.
The Raiders been giving games
Tampa
away,
Bay,
man.
they're like 4-5, and they're still number one in their division.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Wow. And yeah, they've like been able to pull out another win here and there. Green Bay's been getting just killed, not doing anything.
Aaron Rodgers might need to call it a year.
Aaron Rodgers looking old. Every time I see him on the sideline, he's just sitting over there all deflated. His interviews are so depressing.
Man, I was listening to like ESPN. They're like, the older you get, man, the less patience you have with the young people.
Yeah.
That's what's happening with Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yeah, like they be going off on all these players. And to be honest, the players don't want their quarterback going off on them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the field. You up here yelling at me. I'm 6'6", 300 pounds, and your
It's
skinny
like,
self is yelling at me.
During the game, bro? Come on.
In front of everybody, my family in the game watching. Like, hold on, you don't got to do all that. You could have came over here to the side and told me, hey.
I say, like, hey, it's okay to yell at someone, but you got to be able to take it back.
You got to be ready to respond. Whatever energy you give out.
Like, if you make a mistake and they call you out on that, that's... I know you say you don't
accountability.
That's accountability. I know you say you didn't want to talk about the Lakers, but that's like kind of what's happening with LeBron right now. Is I'm seeing already he's making mistakes on defense or whatnot,
and mad at somebody else.
He's mad at somebody else, but it's like, yo, that was your man, bro. It's like,
hey, I see him do the same.
Nobody
thing.
really holds him accountable on the Lakers. You know, I mean, it's
see him
LeBron.
do the same thing.
Yeah,
he gets beat, and then he talks like, "Where was the hell? Where's the hell? Where's the hell?" It'd be funny to watch that. So yeah,
the Lakers are just like, they're a fun team to watch because you're just waiting for them to make a mistake.
I gotta say, shout out to Russell Westbrook, because the last time we got on here, man, they was talking about trading my man.
Let me say this,
they
bro.
Was here talking
Russell
about
Westbrook
him.
was never the problem for the Lakers.
Never, huh?
Never ever the problem. I told people this last year. It was Anthony Davis, bro. I don't even know why the Lakers got Anthony Davis. Looking back at it, bro, it was like he was never really a superstar player. He was always hurt or something. He was never really like playing like that. He was on a bad team, but he was never really like a superstar player before he came to the Lakers.
Yeah,
they came here. They turned him into a superstar just from being on the Lakers media or whatnot.
Yeah.
LeBron saying,
if you're a superstar, your team's supposed to be better just by you being on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're at that level of superstar and you're talking about you're in your prime, because it's not like any team you go to, y'all should be
you should be making them better.
You shouldn't be no 2-8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're that. LeBron was on the team with Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? And LeBron was doing his thing.
Still won.
Yeah, they were still winning. They wasn't no 2-8.
Obviously they had LeBron. He's gonna need some help this year, man.
Cleveland Cavaliers are nice right now in the East.
Donovan Mitchell's doing his thing over there.
They got the green light.
They're doing their thing, but
they're playing in the East.
They're doing their thing right now. Like I said, man, the West is kind of where it's like I can't really say it's one team coming out of it right now.
It's gonna be tough, huh?
But the Milwaukee Bucks, man, they're the team to beat. In the East, I think
Milwaukee and Boston.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee.
I still think.
I don't even think Boston is like the team to beat.
Really?
I honestly think this year, bro. Looking at it, if you give Chris Middleton, once he gets back on the Bucks or whatnot, they're just gonna run through everyone.
Really?
I can see that. They're gonna be waiting for a team in the West to go to the finals. You know,
there's not too many in the East to stop them.
Yeah,
Dude,
you gotta remember, Giannis averaging he was getting 34 points in the playoffs games last year. Just imagine if Chris Middleton was there.
Yeah,
they would have not lost to Boston, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Wasn't happening, man. Wasn't happening. So yeah, man.
Yeah, that's some good stuff in the NBA going on. We'll have to get into another. We have to get another episode out where we just go through some of the NBA games and standings.
Definitely, let us know. Y'all definitely let us know what y'all want us to talk about too. Specific team or whatnot. We'll cover it.
And leave your comments on this Kyrie Irving Inquisition that's happening right now. Leave your comments, thoughts, reviews, thumbs up, thumbs down, all of it. It works for the algorithm.
Subscribe to us if you haven't already.
Yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe. If you need to unfollow now, unfollow. This is S&J Sports Talk. We had fun with y'all this episode. You got more stuff you got to say, man? What you got going on this weekend, man?
Bro. I think we're good. Just working.
Just working.
Just working.
Yeah.
Making money.
You got any musical releases coming out?
Working on it.
Album dropping for 11/11. 11/11 coming up.
Figure it out. Thinking about doing a single or like just going straight into an album. So we
okay.
Yeah, we working on it.
Okay. See that I was asking my brother, just playing around. My brother's like, yeah, I got an album coming out on the way right now. I was just playing around. My brother came through, was like, yeah, we got one dropping right now on 12/3. You can get it right now on Spotify.
Yeah, babe. If something were to come, I'll probably be like January or something. I don't know, but hey, we definitely see.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's up. Man, so everybody out there, man, it's been a wonderful conversation.
Yeah. We
probably gonna go watch some basketball or something.
Lakers and Clippers play tonight.
Lakers and Clippers.
Yep. Man.
Probably watch a little basketball or something. All y'all take care.
5 games almost coming back for Kyrie, so we're going to get some updates soon. So
yeah, they said he met with Adam Silver.
Yeah.
And Adam Silver is Jewish, by the way.
They said it was a productive conversation, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they're going to take away the 6 things for him to do
they're
or
not taking away those 6 steps. That's like an ultimatum to make somebody... That's crazy stuff.
Not only, yeah.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Where they do that at? They making up rules as they go. They never had no 6-step program for somebody to come back and do. Miles Bridges. I hope I'm saying the name right. Is it Miles Bridges?
What happened?
The brother who out there in Charlotte Hornets?
Yeah.
He's able to be signed back in the league.
Okay.
All of the, and I really hope I'm saying his name right, Miles Bridges, because there's another guy on the team I always get confused with.
That's it.
But he pleaded not guilty or no contest. I think he pleaded guilty, no contest. I want to make sure I say the words right, but
I seen on Instagram he was like he got out on something.
Yeah,
he's still on something.
Yeah,
he's out of jail. He's able to play.
Oh yeah. He's still gonna have to deal with that situation, but he's not gonna be convicted on the felony level that they were saying. I believe it was a felony level of what had happened, domestic violence. Mm-hmm. But I think they're still gonna have to take care of that situation. Now they're talking about the NBA can ban him or whatever, since they can have their own punishment for what happened or whatnot.
Yeah, man, you do one thing,
he could come back into the league. And I know we did a video about that situation when it first happened, so that's just the update of what's going on with Miles Bridges.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get a lot more updates next few days, man.
Oh yeah. This is fresh from my brother. Just got back from New Orleans this morning. My brother we said, come on, let's get this out here to the fans. Talk about what's been talking about. We know y'all been watching ESPN and seeing all the stuff that they've been talking about, and y'all been wanting to know, what does S&J have to say?
We got you.
And we got you. We came back on here.
Yeah.
And we
like
did
I
what
said,
we do.
Man, we're going to start getting people on the show, so.
Yep.
That's one of our goals, man. We got
we had a little caller today. We had a brother call up.
Some bloopers. We got a blooper video.
Man, December 1st is going to be 1 year of S&J Sports Talk.
Wow. We got to do an episode on December 1st. We'll probably go live.
December 1st will be a nice one. Man. 1 year anniversary. Who knows? Let people call in, say what their favorite moments have been from the show. Oh, man.
Still saying this.
All right, let's get off out of here, man. Man. We've been going probably 2 hours with y'all. Man. We just, what I'm saying? This needs to be like a live show where people can call in.
Yeah, we're
talking like this.
That, yeah.
When we're talking like this, we need to let people call in, give their thoughts and opinions.
Agree and disagree, and then that's
going it's going to. And I'm gonna shut down everybody who disagrees. No, I'm playing. Call on in and disagree. Come on, get this whipping. No, I'm playing.
I can see you do it. I can be like.
Nah, you know me. I ask questions. I just ask questions and let people hear what they're saying back to themselves. Yeah. So you're saying that?
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Here, man.
Y'all stay smooth.